Hey, Mr. Powe, this is Daniel from Josh and Danny SEO. So we're going to take a quick look, see what's going on, and see if we can help. So right off the bat, I like this and this. That's great. I do like your logo, which makes this a little unnecessary. And then as far as your home, about services, it's great. You want your oh, it is a drop-down menu. That's great. It's a little lag, but that's fine. Interior, exterior painting, commercial painting, plaster and drywall, stucco, excellent. I'm pretty sure you're missing a few things. If you're doing exterior painting, I'm pretty sure you're doing pressure washing, maybe even fence or deck painting. Cabinet painting is a big thing. I could be wrong. You got gallery, get a quote, FAQ, contact us, excellent. So here's the cool thing. If you really wanted to save some room and not have, this big header, just move all of this stuff up right here and you should be good on that. New exterior paint, excellent. Painting services in Tucson. You are doing great with this. Welcome to Powe Painting. By the way, this is what we call a keyword. It's what somebody might put into Google to find your services. Now, what this is it's not just anything, it's service and location specific, which is exactly what you want. So just going through painting specialist, respecting customers, full package, you're just letting them know what you are. Why us? Excellent, which you kind of already said. But anyway, I'm not going to say anything. Interior, exterior, commercial, plaster and drywall, excellent. So you are talking a little bit. You want to, I would say about maybe a paragraph or two on each one, but otherwise, excellent. And then we're at the end. So one of the big giant things we're missing is content. You definitely want content. So Google is very strict about that. They want to say about 1,500, 2,000 words of content on here, and that allows you to get a lot more keywords in there as well. So you can rank for much more stuff than just for, what you might be ranking for. So here's what I use, by the way, to help me figure out how Google looks at you. So it's a tool called Ahrefs, and right off the bat, you have no ranking, right? Google's not really looking at you for that, right? You have a UR rating of 0 and a DR rating of 0. Now, a UR rating is how strong your website is, and a DR rating is how much Google trusts you. Now, those are contingent on backlinks. Now, a backlink is where you have your website link somewhere else where somebody can click on it. Now, a referring domain is when somebody clicks on it, it returns back to your website. Now, not all backlinks are created equal. Some are more spammy than others, like BuzzFeed and Wikipedia. You definitely don't want those. You want more like strong blogs that actually talk about painting and really help you out. Now, another cool thing is you have 33 organic keywords. So the stuff I highlighted before is what we call a good keyword. Let's take a look at the ones you have. So I love this right off the bat. You have painting Tucson, which is a location and a service specific keyword. A lot of these are very service and location specific, which makes me think that, you consulted with somebody who knew what they were doing. So I'm very happy about that. The one thing I'm not happy about is that you aren't getting any traffic. You got 2 people coming to your website and that's it. And the main reason I see is because you have no ranking, right? Your positions are on page 2 and 3 for the vast majority of this stuff, even, getting to page 4 toward the end. So you got the right idea. You got really good keywords in here just from quickly scrolling. I don't know what this is, but you probably don't need it. Tucson paint, I mean, it's fine. I don't, might just put you into like Sherwin-Williams and stuff, Bear Canyon painting. So you have the right idea, but you don't have the right ranking for it. So what that means is backlinks. But let's take a look at when I put in Painters Arizona, Tucson, Arizona, what happens? So right off the bat, this is what's used to create, by the way, service and location specific stuff is used to create Google ads. Because it lets me know somebody is looking for a painter in Tucson, Arizona, and they live there. So we got your ads up here, which is great, good for quick conversions in the beginning, but it could be costly if you don't know what you're doing. And then we have your GMB Google My Business Profile. Now, cool thing about this stuff is that, 30, 40% of all people will click on one of these 3 guys. So you definitely want to get in the ranking over here. And then finally, we have your organic search. Anyone can rank here as long as they have a website and know what you're doing. Now, of those other 30 to 40%, about 50, 60% of all the rest of the people are coming here. Most of them are going to click on number 1, 2, and 3. But a lot of people will skip over Home Advisor and Angie to jump to something like your first real competitor, especially if they're local. Now, how do you tell if they're local? Well, you got your number. Well, they don't. So I'm a little disappointed in them for that. But if we go over services, exterior paint, interior paint, there's a lot more they do. So you actually cover a lot more in depth on what's going on than they do. So I'm a little more impressed with you than with them. But then again, they are still ranking number 1. Now, they have a blog, which means they're going to have a lot of keywords in there that are going to just be no real reason to have. Ivan's residential painting, Tucson's number 1 exterior home painting. I would have put in Tucson, but they didn't. Specialized painter it for every job. Why choose us? Free quote consultation. See it before we paint it. Just giving people a reason to choose them. And then finally, they do talk a little bit about what they offer, but just not in depth. So there's so much more for exterior and interior painting, as you know, which is why you want to get down and dirty and really talk about each one. Hey, are you trying to spoof up your home? So it makes you get that new feel as if when you first bought it. Hey, are you just trying to increase the value of your home? So stuff like that. Our team is top rated. Home painting has never been easier. Steps in order to start from zero to get to the painting job. Customer love, of course, is nice. And then finally, they do have a form submit. You definitely want this on your page because a lot of people don't like calling. They would rather send an email or a text. So definitely something to keep an eye on. If you have the option for a text option, definitely use that. New generations love texting. And then we're at the end of the page. So let's take a look at the back end, see how they're ranking, and see what we can how we can beat them out. So right off the bat, their UR and DR rating are really good. The ratio of 1 to 1, which is what you wanted, but you do want them to be in the 30s and 40s, so they can stand to gain another 10 for each one. They do have 576 backlinks, so that's where they have the edge over you. And then finally, they only have 36 referring domains, so not so great. So just moving on a little bit, they have 245 different keywords, and they are bringing in about 475 people a month to their website alone. So let's find out what it is they're ranking for. So we're going to look at the keyword, the volume, obviously, the traffic they're bringing, and the position they're in to kind of find out what's going on. So painting Tucson, I believe that's the same one you have. Yep, painting Tucson. The only difference is they're in position number 3, I believe. 2. They're bringing in, for that same keyword you have, they're bringing in 177 people because they're in position 2. That's the difference between, being in the second position and being in, page number 2. 176 people. Now, Tucson Painters, 500, they're getting 46 because they're in position 5. They're getting a lot of volume for a lot of these very buyer-specific keywords, except for Ivan's Painting. That's not a buyer-specific keyword because it's not location-specific, so we're going to ignore that one. But the rest of them are pulling in for very specific locations for very specific services. So they're doing a great job with that. So how does this help you? You got good keywords. There's always a way you can add more keywords, of course. So how do we bring you guys to the front? Biggest thing you're going to want to do is we're going to want to add content. Google loves content. Within the content, about 1,500, 2,000 words on the homepage alone. So talk a lot more about what it is you're offering. The painting services, interior or exterior, and if it's commercial, even better. Finally, we got to add more keywords to the content. The more content, the more ability to add keywords. There is a ratio you want for that, but another time. Finally, if you want to rank for the 33 keywords you do have, you need to work on your SEO, your backlinks. So we need more backlinks over here, obviously, and we need them to be a lot stronger. You have 8 referring domains, but only 1 actually is a follow. So look at Ivan's Painting, see the good ones they have, take the ones they have and use them for yourself. And then you should be able to start ranking. And then finally, also, not just take the ones they have, but also add about 30 on top of that. And that's all I got. Well, I really do hope this was helpful. If you do have any questions, Mr. Powell, reach out, let me know. Other than that, you have an amazing day. Bye.